some people proposed a very good idea. She said, why don't we go to the senior house, just teach the senior ones to Paida-Lajin, not in that, very heavy way, just in a gentle way, right? As long as they can, they can put up with, they can tolerate. It's so helpful. In my first speech in Vancouver, in the Chinese Culture Center, I think the majority of the people present were the senior ones. And they were so,
grateful.
Yeah, they just do it non-stop. They just love it. Actually, somebody gave me a note, say, could you do the Paida as early as you can? Speak less and, do Paida immediately. You know what? They just want action, action, action. So this is such a simple thing. In my dream, it's very clear in my mind. We all of us will get old sooner or later, right? We'll be either in the senior house or at home, we're old. This will happen to us anyway. Why don't we do it right now? So at least we can begin with the senior house. You just teach them. Maybe the Vancouver people here, you can form a team, okay? Once a week or twice a month, regularly visit the senior age house and teach them to do it. You can even make a record for each one, how they make progress. That would be a lovely thing. And then with that, you can apply for sponsorship from the government. For what? Just, they don't have to spend much money. For the government, they just need to do a little bit promotion on this. Just say, this is good.
Yeah,
that's good enough.
It's not quite as simple, because you have to, I give a lot of talks at senior homes as well, and you have to get in there. They have to invite you. You can't just go in there and teach them Paida-Lajin. I think it's a great idea, and I also would like to do it. But you have to get permission from them, because they are all run by doctors.
I know.
And they don't want you to interfere with, So it's not quite as easy to
really
get in Vancouver
a
anyway.
Of interest between the patient and the doctor and the senior homes.
I beg your pardon?
It's kind of interest conflict.
Yes. So you just, no, I think it's doable, but it's not quite as easy in Vancouver as it maybe is in other places.
We have gone through all that difficulties and obstacles. Actually, Roland and Linda, they tried on one of the biggest senior age house here, right?
Right.
You just talk to some of them first. Maybe their managers or whatsoever, let them try first. They're extremely welcome. And then they invite them there. About how many? 160 people? Actually, we're not allowed to sell the books. They just take a copy of the book. Then it's okay. They buy it. Then they go to the car to get 20 books. Then they want more. Then the whole box all sold out immediately. They just love it. And now, actually, they are inviting me again and again to go there. So now we're in a workshop, they're busy. So once they know, they will be eager to know more and practice more. Because they do it at home, even gently. Works so perfectly.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
once you try, you will know. Yeah.
I'm game for that.
Yeah.
What about people who don't want to throw away pills and they're on blood thinners?
Okay. Again, we have gone through thousands of cases like this. Number one, do things naturally. Never be against their own free will. If they still want to keep it, let them do it. But we do have some dramatic cases. Not few, a lot. One of my students, whose story already on my blog. Her mother get diabetes, hypertension, what is that? The eye problem, many problems. Okay, and also lower back pain, knee pain. Couldn't even go upstairs. Of course, after practicing for a while, up, downstairs, very lightly and with heavy stuff. But now the issue is hypertension, because the doctors warned her you can never quit from the medication. So it's a struggle at home. So it's okay. You can still do it. Then one day, my student got a call from her mother, actually from her sister. So, mother got a problem, go back. So he went back. Mother said, I got lower blood pressure. It's lower than normal. You see what I mean? Then my students smile. They see, I ask you to stop taking the tablets. You don't want. Now that's the result. Why? Because your blood pressure already normalized. You still take the tablets, lower blood pressure. Of course. So that's funny. Then naturally they quit. And the same with the insulin. The doctor said, I can never stop taking the insulin. But then they end up, and stop all of them. It's still okay. Now it's for years. No problem at all. And for the hypertension in particular, so far in all our workshops, I would say it's almost 100% effective. You don't take the tablets, it works. Sometimes if you take the medicine, it's the opposite. It just makes more trouble. Why? Because Paida-Lajin is causing all the hormone changes in your body. The whole system is, I have to repeat, Paida-Lajin is not targeting on one disease. When you are told you got hypertension, you got maybe 10 or 20 or even 40 diseases, then you know. See, for one blockage, that is a disease. For how many? Because every meridian you got more branches. So that is the issue. So number one, respect their free will. As time goes by, they will realize that. So it's more important to ask them to do it daily, rather than forcing them to stop. If they do, they do. But another way is to let them reduce the dose gradually. Maybe half, maybe then half, maybe 1/3. You see, they will know that. So then it's more acceptable. If they don't accept it, never force them to do Paida-Lajin. Our experience is, for those who have really stronger, very strong healing process, are not those who are very sick, but those who are strongly against it. You see what I mean? If their mindset is strongly against Paida-Lajin, whatever they do, you see, when you do the Paida-Lajin, that kind of chi moves strongly. While their mind, which is the emperor of the whole body, strongly opposes it. So that kind of struggle will cause damage to your health. So if they don't want to do it, you just don't force them to do it. Yeah.
I guess what I was asking is, when you're on blood thinners, sometimes even a little bump,
Mm-hmm.
big bruise, even without Paida, just a little bump.
Mm-hmm.
And is it any consideration in when you do Paida-Lajin?
You just do it gradually, no matter for those who take medicine or not.
Yeah.
Even for our coaches here, we always ask them to do it gradually, from gentle to gradually more heavily. Right? That's number one. Number two, for the thinner thing, it's the same all over the world. You just ask them to take less and less. Of course, when you see the bruise, the scar, you just tell them this is a good thing. And people have that kind of psychology. If you're alone at home, you see all this scar, you're frightened. But you are here, you see all of people got more this, maybe darker than yours. Some people are blueberry, some is blackberry. So they feel kind of normal. So that'll be different. This is why we ask people, even if they did very well at home, I ask them to come to the workshop. Why? Number one, the whole atmosphere and the energy is different. Mm-hmm. Number two, you can observe more different cases, more different healing crises. And you can also feel, you have the experience of Paida others and being Paida by others. Of course, you have fasting, which is also very hard to do at home. And also this kind of jogging, meditative jogging, and meditation, and also the group sharing, and also the coaching. It's just different from doing at home.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So this is also something you will learn and you will go through. It's always easy to talk, but it's very hard to practice. Practicing is different. Yeah. Yes.
I mean, maybe, they take blood thinner because they want to prevent stroke.
Yeah.
Maybe stroke. So, because their heart beat irregular.